Who's it first up? Is it Jax? It is Jax! Jax first up and running versus Dookie Fighter. A bit of a rematch. Last time, I mean, they walked at each other. It was high dampening. Jax ran circles around Dookie. Just hit him with the flurries, lances, flurries, more lances, couple of common storms and meteors. Quick fear by the warrior. Full spear onto Jax, trying to see if he can maximize and capitalize all this damage. Jax can't flee even with blinks. He's stuck to that spear, but the altar time is going to help him reposition and regain all that health in just a snap of fingers. Just got himself plenty of lances, plenty of slows, plenty of freebie damage, even living bombs procking onto Dookie. Man is just melting while he's out here. He's burning, he's freezing, he's dead. Oh my god, the amount of damage that Jax can do just from moving around and kiting the guy in a single setup. It is a lot. There's just nothing you can do. You got all your charges, you got all your leaps, and there's just nothing you can do. Ratha ain't gonna be up next as a Death Knight. Got himself the unholy two-handed action. Jax immediately hitting him with flurries, but he's trying to go for honor duel, I think. He doesn't give him a chance though. He's got himself full burst, everything available, bros and Bob, but it's gonna be a quick AMS trying to see if he can bunker down as the bomb explodes inside of the anti-magic shell. Trying to see if he can contain the pressure, the damage. Full army of the undeads joining in. Trying to see if he can slow it down. Got a frozen orb in a perfect spot to hit all of them, slowing everything down. If he can just keep the riders on Jags, he'll have a great spot. He just needs to make sure those riders attack him. But look, they're slowed permanently. Those riders can barely reach him. They're trying to get this auto attacks. Rotham taking lots of damage in the meantime. IBF, quick AMS by the riders, providing him a little bit extra absorb. Jax got himself so much advantage, so much pressure. Still lots of damage. Rothan with every defense and trying to see if he can grip the guy over, but just implodes on the inside with a quick living bomb proc. Oh my god, the Frostfire Mage is so good. Then he ended up trying to buff up Frostfire Mage. They're like, you know what? The Frostfire Frost Mage is not as effective. We're going to buff the Living Bomb. We're going to buff a couple other things just to make it more consistent. And boy, were they not joking. Dragox is up next, trying to see if he can go for a big deep breath. Churning it around, actually. I love the turn around that he did. Breath, but missing the dragon. The dragon is the one with the dragon's breath. Had himself the proper setup here. Full burst available. Jackson under a bit of pressure. Poly onto Dragox is going to drop down a full meteor on the guy. Big clash down. Dragox with immediate wall, immediate renewal blaze. Trying to see if he can maintain his health. Trying to stay super aggressive with Jax. Forces him into a block. And for Dragox, he's got himself plenty of advantage. That's a huge burst with that mastery. Question is, can he do it again with the full empowerment abilities? The Fire Breath together with Eternity Surge. If he can do this again, he might be in a good spot. Trying to see if he can get a proper setup. Trying to get a kick on the Jax, does get a juked out though. Quick shout out to Jax, actually taking lots of damage from the beam. The Evoker's got him some blaster damage. Oh, with an Evoker flying from the side, dropping in a quick bombardment. Dragox is at least given an opportunity to catch up a breather with Froy on deck, dude, from one mage into the next. Okay, all we gotta do is have Froy get 3 kills, or at least 2 kills, and then it's like, oh my god, mages are busted up. Big deep breath. Dragox trying to see if he could veer around. I kind of like the mobility of that ability in general. Quick poly, Froy with a full burst, got a full ring of fire onto Dragox, trying to see if he can get him some full burst with the Phoenix as well. Phoenix is going to do a lot of damage together with the touch of the magic. That's a lot of damage. Dragox needs some in here. He's got a wall coming up very, very soon. He needs healing, but I think it might just be over. Man's got himself a big setup, but just did not have cooldowns. Trying to stay as aggressive as possible, which is generally not the worst move ever. I think maybe some defensive play might have not been the worst either. Meta gonna be up next. Immediate trick out of Freud to get out of that fear with an alter time. He's gonna be able to alter next to the pillar. So if Medic is very, very careful, he should be able to kind of attack Freud as soon as he repositions. As he's charging back in, Meteor crashing down. That's gonna be Medic hit with a stun, going for the stun for Freud. Got himself a quick blink to get out of there with a couple of misses around the corner. Ring of Fire. So if Medic has to walk through the Ring of Fire, he's just gonna take all that extra damage. He needs to get those channels in. And if he can get those channels back to back, that's a lot of damage onto Froy. Trying to see if he can get himself some defense. There goes the disperse. He kind of had to overlap a lot of defenses together. He used a few defenses early, but seeing the touch of the magic and how it's ramping up, he had to add an extra disperse on top of it as well. Quick Fear does not quite hit the mage, but hits all the images, which is unfortunate. Froy got himself barrages back around the corner. Big Shadow Crash hits Froy every single time though, so at least gives him the ability to get all those cooldowns back every single time, or get the dots back up on the guy every single time. As Froy got himself full offensive pressure available here. Evocation, silence immediately for Medic. He needs to get himself proper opportunity here. Fade for a minute, got himself a stun. Full downs back onto Froy. He's got himself trying to steal as many buffs as he can from Medic. Needs to get himself potentially a fear. Full burst is up. Ice block breaks out of it very quickly. Hold on. Medic does get locked out on Shadow. He's got BI. Not a lot of health. Hold on a second. Needs a heal or CC or something, but does get crushed in the touch of the Magi. Oh, that is a lot of damage to deal with. That touch of the Magi, man, is just a lot, especially if you can ramp it up. Stun onto Froy. Got himself a full blink into a snow. What is it? Chill Streak? Chill Streak doesn't bounce off of you without Tears, does it? Probably not. But Froy, he's out of options. Block used really, really early there, and Chills does end up taking him. At the end there isn't much you could really do at that point. He does get himself the big clash again with Galadriel going to be up next. Galaidar. I mess up your name all the time. Gal. We're gonna call it Gal. Just a gal out of the town of Hook Point City. Just out here in the dueling arena competing. Into a full grip by Chills, dropping down a Tyrant. Or not a Tyrant, a Infernal. It is going to be a stun onto Gal with a wall to follow. Has more to call. Trying to see if he can walk off Chills. Needs to get some cast off at some point, but he's in a dome right now. He's in a perfect protection. Gal took barely any damage with that wall. Quick burst of damage with a Soulfire onto Chills. That is going to be Gal. Trying to see if he can back up out of there. Mortical, I think, is available. Kick out of Chills does not get to connect though. So Gal should be able to get cast off, I think. Unless I missed it completely. Does get another Soulfire, dude. The Soulfire's hurt. The Soulfire's hurt a lot. They're actually hitting Chills right in the soul. Gallop, no help whatsoever. Got himself a Reflect at the very least. If you can get any kind of mobility out, might just go down on stun though. You need a Mortical, you need something, anything. Another Blade? Hold on. It's so much damage. Got him really close too between Chills and Gal. That was actually kind of close. Woo Walker up next. Greek Prodigy did not get a chance to play. Hopefully he'll actually get a proper chance after this. With Chills with a bit of a death pack. Got himself health to work with. I can't really see the death pack how much extra health he's got. But yeah, at 35% dampening, should still be a little bit of health. As that is going to be Woo Walker stunned into a full ice block trinket to follow. IBF out of Chill Pills, trying to see if he can escape the touch of death. If he can do that, he might be okay. Big kicks out of the mug. Try to get Chills a little bit lower. Touch of death should probably end. It does get the touch of death. That is a lot of damage to work with though. My goodness. Chills picking up to him. Jack's picking up a lot of damage, man. These mages. I also love how mages are actually playing different builds, right? We got the Phoenix Arcane mages. We got the Frostfire Frost mages. So I feel like we're getting quite a bit of variety in these after all the buffs and tuning and all that. It's not just Frostfire Fire mages and Spell Slinger Arcane mages anymore. There's a little bit of variety involved. I like seeing that. Let's get another one going, boys, yeah?